Okay, so to do this job, you're going to need a long handle flathead screwdriver, or long shaft, so you can really reach back underneath the grip. You're going to need just a Phillips head screwdriver for your bar ends, a pair of pliers, needle nose pliers. Those are optional. You don't really have to have those. Sometimes it helps just to get a grip on the grips as you're pulling them off. However, you risk doing that. I pulled just a chunk of mine out. You can see that there. Yeah, so just be mindful of that. You don't want to pull a chunk out. Again, these are the OE grips, so I'm not really bothered about that, and they still function. But just be careful. So again, the pliers are optional. A razor knife or razor blade will be handy. WD-40, you should always have WD-40 in your garage kit, so that's very helpful. And then some of your wife's hairspray. I mean, if you want to get down to the details, this is Tresemme Professional Freeze Hold. I mean, listen, I think any hairspray would work. That's what I used. And a roll of paper towels just to help clean up from the WD-40 and hairspray. But yeah. Hey folks, Ryan here. I just wanted to show you the install. I bought these. These are ProGrip 714 grips for my Vstrom 650 2013 model. These are gel grips. They're a little bit thicker than the OE grips. You'll notice that when you buy them, they're going to come with an end cap. I guess that's what you call them. I just cut that off because obviously on the Vstrom you have bar weights. So let me show you the process to remove the OE grips, and I'll show you the install for the left-hand side. Okay, so here's my setup. Right, I've got the stock hand guards, the stock grips. To remove, you're gonna need to remove this bar end. Right. Okay. The hand guards come with a new mechanism to go inside the bar. But even if you don't have hand grips, this will still be the same process, right? So you're just going to take Phillips. You're going to loosen that. I've already done this. You want to be careful that you don't unscrew this too much, because if you do, you will leave the rubber stopper inside the hollow bar, and I've heard that's a pain to get out. So don't loosen this, and it's just a normal bolt. Don't loosen that bolt entirely, okay? Just loosen it a significant amount so you can get the hand grip out of the way, or the hand guard out of the way. And then if you can see, that'll just come right out. You'll have to pull on it. But here's that rubber stopper I was telling you about. As you screw down that bolt, this will focus. Come on, baby. As you screw down this bolt right here, that will compress this rubber stopper, and it will expand it a little bit, and that's what will make this bar end, or this bar weight, tight in the end of the bar. Okay, so once you've got that off, just put that aside, and again, all you need for that is Phillips. I don't think anything is Loctited here, but just be careful that you don't strip that, and again, make sure you don't unthread this bolt all the way out of this rubber stopper, because if you do, then that could be stuck in there still, and that might be hard to get out. Okay, so once you've done that, the next is there's going to be glue, right? So from the factory, they're going to put glue on the bar and then put the grip on. Here's what I used. Okay, I used just a long flathead screwdriver. Okay, and I just coated it with WD-40. Okay. Once I did that, I just took it and I just pushed it up. Okay? And you're just going to do that. This out of the way. Just going to do that all the way around. Push it all the way as far as you can go, and that'll loosen up that glue, that adhesive in there. Okay, so eventually, if you do that, take your time. You don't have to cut these. You can save these grips. I mean, if you don't want to save them, cut them up, right? But I didn't have to cut them up, and I was able to pull this thing off by hand just by some WD-40 and just loosening that just prying that glue off. So you can see there's the glue, okay, right there. And that glue actually cleans up really easy. I've already had this off. So if you just take your time, see right there, able to pull that off. Just take your time and work it around, and it will come right off. See? Now you're going to be left with probably a significant amount of remaining glue residue, okay? I first tried to take a razor blade to it, and you can see here where I scraped up the bar. I didn't want to do that. You could probably do it. I don't think it's going to affect the function of it at all. I just didn't want to do that. If you just take your finger and you just keep rubbing, it's dry enough, it'll just come right off. See that? It'll focus. Alright? So you just keep working your finger and it'll come right off. Just keep doing that. And once you get it cleaned up, then we'll go over the install of the new grip. Of course, it always helps to have a little Stevie Ray Vaughan playing on the laptop. Okay, fellas, now that you've got the bar end clean, okay, now it's time to install this new grip. You don't want to just push it on. If you want to have some type of adhesive on here, they make grip adhesive specifically for this, or seems like what everybody else is using is hairspray. Okay, grab your wife's, your daughter's, your husband's, whomever. If you don't have hairspray, it's not that expensive. Get you some White Rain. Y'all remember that from the 80s? I do. 80s and 90s. Alright. This is just hairspray. Okay, I grabbed a new ball of hairspray. What I ended up doing was I just sprayed the hairspray on the inside of the grip. Okay? And then installed the grip. Okay? Because I don't think you want hairspray all over your nice clean motorcycle. Right. So I've just done that. You see there's still a little bit of slide in the grip. Okay? But give that adhesive, give that get that propellant time to dry away of the hairspray, and then you'll just then that should make that grip nice and sticky. Okay, and you shouldn't have any problems with it. So let me let this dry. You can see right now. Let's just do a real quick control test. I'm just barely turning that tip, just the end of that. Let me give it a few minutes to dry, and I'll report back how that works. All right, so it's been about 10 minutes. Just your same control test here. You can see now that the thing is not moving at all. So apparently the adhesive or the propellant has dried off in the hairspray, and it's just left with whatever adhesive is in there. It's still a little, nope, even since I last tested just a few seconds ago, it's dried. But you can see here, I mean, I'm giving it a good torque, and it is not moving that much. So it's going to continue to dry and cure. But again, you're not moving this hand much, so I'm going to call that ready to go. So you're just going to install your bar in the same way, and voila. Next, we will tackle the throttle side. I've already removed the bar end. We'll have to go over a little bit of. There's some. This OE grip is wrapped around. There's a. I don't know what you call that, but inside the tube, the throttle tube, there is. It's raised on the end, and there's a little pocket in the inside of the grip that folds over that raised into the tube. Anyway, once I get that off, I'll go over that. Okay, so I've got the throttle grip off of the throttle tube. You see what I'm saying here about, so the plastic throttle tube sleeve that goes over the actual bar, right? It's, I don't know what you call that. It's got keyed, but it's got ridges on it. I'll zoom, come on. Yeah, see that? So it just adds an extra, I guess, mechanical advantage when you're twisting the throttle. As I was pulling it off, right, I did the same trick as I did on the left bar. I just took a slim straight head screwdriver with a little bit of, well, not really with a little bit, but saturated with WD-40, and I just ran it up underneath the grip. I accidentally broke part of that lip that goes around the outer end of the bar, the throttle tube. I hope that's not a big issue, but we will find out. See if that'll focus. Yeah. See right there where I broke that. Let me think about the best way to get this grip on, and I'll check back in with you. Okay, I decided just to go ahead and actually just cut that lip off, and then I just took a razor blade and just kind of smoothed it out a little bit. You know, there was no adhesive on here, so I'm thinking that just by the fact that the throttle tube has got these ridges on it. Come on, focus. Sorry, I'm using my cell phone. It's pretty much junk. But anyway, you can see those ridges. I'm thinking that by the fact that there's these ridges, and I will apply some hairspray on here, I think that'll be enough to hold that. Honestly, I do. But again, I just removed that lip. It was like a 16th inch, 32nd inch lip that stuck up. I broke a piece of it off when I was removing the OE grip. I tried to dry fit the new grip, and this just made it a lot harder, so I just went and just cut that off. Give you a profile look here if it'll zoom. So not only did I cut off this little lip right here, I also cut off, there's an even taller lip here. Yeah, I know it looks bad, and I know I butchered it. I just took a razor blade and just kind of hacked it up. But you'll see that the grip, I've just got WD-40 on it now just to get it on and off easier. But you can see how well that looks now, and it looks like almost factory. But yeah, there we go. Now, I honestly don't know if I need to put any. Yeah, I think I probably should, because see, if I go full throttle, I can still spin it just a little bit more. See here, it's full throttle. It still torques a little bit more. So I probably will go ahead and put a little bit of hairspray on here. But it's going to be just like before. We'll put it on, let it dry, and test it out, and then there we go. Alright, thanks. So the job is finished now. There's the new gel grips. They're stuck on nice on that end. On this side, they're stuck on. They're stuck on the throttle tube, and it works fine. There's my cramp buster. Yeah, but everything looks fine. I'll have to take a test drive, and I'll follow up this video and just let you know how I like them after a couple rides, and see if I like them better than the OE grips. But thanks for watching.